Hi there, my name is Kuda Bear. 2005 restricted accounts. As fast as possible. Fast as possible.
As fast as possible.
I am going to go ahead and show you the surefire, ultimate, fastest way to earn money on a brand new level 3 account, and it's to go here and click this button. Okay, so I actually think I'm going to leave off episode 1 of Macroefficient main here, all the way up to 36 quest points already. Alright, wrapping up the already easy diary now. The cape is extremely useful. At the quest points up to 66, and here are the stats. But of course, thank you so much for watching.
You just come running by.
Wow, and Melinda's coming in with 10,000 Wizard's Mind Bombs. That is, oh, that's so cool. 2,000 more Wizard's Mind Bombs, 2,000 Wizard Mind Bombs for the collection. Holy crap, 500,000 Wizard's Mind Bombs. This is Peepo time on the Discord. Up to almost 150 quest points. I think we'll be able to make the push for Barrow's Gloves within the next couple episodes. That's the end of Recipe for Disaster. And with the right amount of money, we can purchase the Barrow's Gloves. Taking a quick detour to get 25 Construction, 60 Agility, at 59 Hunter. That's 100% Lovikinch favor, full Shazian favor complete. And we are at 100% favor in all 5 houses. 70 Smithing, 50 Woodcutting, and boom, there's 65 attack. Wow, got the Dragon Defender extremely under drop rate. There it is, the Imbued God Cape. In total, there are only 4 quests left until we complete the quest cape. Hello, and welcome back to Macroefficient Main, episode 17. This will be the final episode of this series. I can't believe we're already here. Jeez, it has been quite the journey. But here we are, the final one. Let's jump on in. So you might be wondering, what exactly am I doing at Pest Control? And the answer is, because I've been mostly focused on the Time Traveler account, I've been playing this account on the side, and I really needed something to do that was pretty AFK and allowed me to focus on that account instead. And Pest Control kind of came up because I definitely still wanted to unlock the remaining 2 helms, and I did just that. So as you can see, I already had Void Range unlocked from the very beginning of this account, as that allowed me to basically be carried through quests such as Night at the Theater and Dragon Slayer 2. But the remaining quest that we have, Song of the Elves, is not a quest that you can range the end boss in. So I figured if there was ever a time I was going to get the other 2 Void versions, this would be a perfect time to do so. I also trained up my attack a little bit, because it would be really nice to get that to 70 before the end of the series. Without further ado though, let's go ahead and purchase the 2 remaining helmets that I need. There's the Mage Helm, and there's the Melee Helm. So that said, even though I have all of the different helms and the full robe set, I'm not quite done at Pest Control. When I hit 100 combat, I'll be coming back after the Western Province's Hard Diary in order to get the Void Elite, which will be another 400 points. However, I don't really see much of a point in doing that right now, as 100 combat is required anyway, and that'll allow me to use the Veteran boat for even more points per hour. So the way I'm actually going to work on getting my attack up to 70 is here back at the Nightmare Zone. There's one more imbue I really want, and this will be a nice AFK way to get up to 70 while also getting a little bit of passive gains in Nightmare Zone points. So all that said, I do still have quite a bit to focus on for the Time Traveler account, so I'm just going to be here for the next couple hours getting a few points, getting teleported around by the demons, because that's exactly what happens when you're in here. And there we go, 70 attack and 1550 total. Super cool to have. That's going to be the last melee milestone we have on this journey. Base 70 is not bad. I didn't think I'd get this high, but we were pretty close, so it all worked out. And of course, the reason I did this is because I actually wanted to imbue my Cell Amulet. This will enable it to work with ranged and magic. I won't need it necessarily on any of the rest of the stuff that we need to do for this series, but it's a very important upgrade for later on, so it made sense to knock it out now when I just figured I could get a little bit of AFK time in anyway. So one thing I haven't really been doing since the earlier days of this series has been updating you with my daily passive money making. What you see in my inventory is the result of on and off for about 2 months wise of how much money I gained passively. The only exception being the Toadflax and the Renars I did sell a couple times in the interim to get some money for some quests. I also did not make sure my kingdom was fully stocked before leagues, so I didn't get nearly as much as I should have for that time I was gone in kingdom resources. But overall, it wasn't too bad, even though I wasn't super diligent about getting it done. About 7 mil worth of supplies here, which I'll be selling off for sure, and that'll provide a lot of income for the rest of our grinds, notably herb lore and construction. That should be enough money actually to get to where we need to go. So making one more set of tar here levels us up to 70 herb lore, the requirement for the Questscape, and the third to last skill requirement that we actually need. Wow, I can't believe we're so close to the end. This is amazing. Doing tars actually wasn't too bad because it's extremely AFK. You can do a full inventory at once. It is only about 100k experience an hour, so I think it took me about twice as long as doing the most efficient potions, but it also wasn't too bad, only about 8 GP per XP, so I really can't complain. It's a good alternative method for sure. Okay, it's time to finally get moving on to one of our final grinds, and that's going to be construction. I need to get all the way from 55 to 70, which is one of the last requirements I need for Song of the Elves. We're going to, of course, be doing this through the Mahogany Homes, which I've said before, as I think it's worthwhile, as it saves money, we get some passive upgrades from it, and it's still a pretty reasonable speed. I also find it a little bit more fun than training construction normally. So let's go ahead and jump on in. Okay, so I'm just over halfway done with construction here at Mahogany Homes, and I can actually get my first unlock, which is going to be the plank sack, of course. This obviously makes the most sense because it's such a convenience here, and also makes the experience a little faster, so I'll grab that while I'm here. Boom, plank sack obtained. Let's get this done, just a little bit faster now. And after fixing up Larry's house for probably the 36th time in the last couple of hours, we get 70 construction, which is amazing. That means that we have the construction level required for the Questscape, but we're not done here. There's also 70 agility, the final skill, and it's done. We have achieved all of the stats required to actually finish the Questscape, which is amazing. This scaling grind was a lot longer than I thought, honestly. There are some pretty high stats you need now thanks to Song of the Elves, but we have them all, and I'm so happy. Doing construction with Mahogany Homes was pretty good, actually. I managed to get about 430 points banked along the way, as well as buying the plank sack, which is amazing. I would like to buy the construction outfit at some point, so that is about a third of the way to that, which is really great. It definitely took me a lot longer than efficient trading. It took me around 6 or 7 hours, but I think it was worth it in the very long run. And of course, I didn't actually have money to do things the very efficient way anyway. Agility was actually pretty interesting. I don't think I really trained it much past, I think level 66 is where I ended after it being skill of the week many months ago. The rest of it was just quest rewards and lamps that I've been putting into it, which is really great because it's a pretty slow skill. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into the remaining quests that we have left. There are only 4 of them. Let's go ahead and get this dang Questscape. I'm so excited. Okay, so first up of the 3 is actually a quest that we started a long time ago, Fairy Tale Part 2, and we're finally gonna finish it. Let's get it done. And that's the end. Actually a really easy quest once you have the requirements for it. And apparently you get an experience lamp from this one, so now that I have all the requirements, I can throw this on rune crafting. I probably should have completed this a little bit sooner so I could use the experience a little better. I noticed near the end of the efficient quest guide, I stopped following it very closely and kind of lost some efficiency there for sure. All that said, let's move on to where our next quest was actually going to be the Fremennik Exiles. There we go, the end of the Fremennik Exiles. Oh man, this is such a fun quest. I really love it. That 15k Slayer experience would have come really in handy had I actually prioritized it. Jeez, this video has a theme to it, and it's Kuda messes up his macro efficiency in a macro efficient series. Go figure. And there we are, just 2 quests left to go, and the next one is going to be the final big one of this series, Song of the Elves. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Okay, it's finally time to jump into this final quest, and I have no idea what I'm doing, honestly. So I'm just going to kind of wing it and let the quest helper guide bring me through it. I did go ahead and buy an occult necklace because it's pretty cheap and the final fight of this quest is magic based. So I figured it would be pretty helpful to get. But other than that, I pretty much had everything I think I'll need at least. All that said, let's go ahead and jump into Song of the Elves.
Fight! Fight! Fight!
And there we go, finally, Song of the Elves complete. Oh man, what an epic way to finish off our journey. An excellent quest for sure. And most importantly, we now have the entire city of Prifddinas available to us. This of course means that we actually only have one quest left to do, and that's Clock Tower. I purposely left this quest for the end because it's extremely useless and gives you nothing that helps the progression of your account other than a single quest point. And I figured it would be a very fitting way to end the Quest Cape journey, to do such an easy quest that's just a busy task, really. So actually, we aren't done. Since I finished Song of the Elves, there was one new quest released, and that's Beneath Cursed Sands. So we're gonna have to knock this one out too real quick before we can do our final quest. Let's go ahead and get it done. No quest helper on this, of course, so it's always a little bit fun to do this with the wiki. there we go. Beneath Curse stands complete. This is a pretty fun quest, and really well done by Jagex for sure. The fights were actually a little difficult. As you saw, I did die once on each fight, and I had to upgrade myself to the Abyssal Whip, which is something I had meant to do for a while anyway, so it was no big deal. Thankfully I had the cash on hand, but that final boss was definitely needed it. So I was glad I was able to obtain it. Now we're ready to finish Clock Tower. Oh man, I'm so excited. Let's do this. I am so excited. I've never had a quest cape on this game before. This will be the first one for sure. All right, let's go ahead and get this quest done. So this is actually where I embarrassed myself, where I literally just did this quest on Time Traveler, and I'm not going to remember how to do this, but I'm not going to do it with the guide, so we'll see how this works. So yeah, it has been a heck of a journey. If you remember, the very first episode of Macroefficient came out almost exactly 1 year ago. I think just over a year ago. So it has literally taken me a year to complete this quest cape. I did not think it would take me a year when I started. Super easy. I can figure out this quest, this 18-year-old quest in this game. It's this floor. There you go. So I think one of the unfortunate parts of how this account has progressed is I think as I got into the later stages of the grind, it just really just became me following the quest guide, and there wasn't really a lot of interestingness to it at all. And I think that was just because of my inexperience with the late game. There we go. Perfect fit. White cog, please. Thank you. All 4 cogs are on. Let's go ahead and turn this in. Without further ado, let's go ahead and turn in the quest. I have replaced all of the cogs. Pull up that quest list here. I am clever. I am a clever boy. Thank you, Brother Kojo. Now everyone will know the correct time. And boom, we completed the Clock Tower quest, and that is our final quest. 153 quests completed, 289 of 289 quest points. That's amazing. I can't believe we got there. There we go. May I buy a quest point cape, please? There we go. Let's go ahead and throw this cape on here, and we got to do the skill point cape emote. Quest cape is achieved. Man, it has been such a journey, but we have finally made it. The first major milestone for any OSRS account, honestly. What's the final playtime on the quest cape? We need to get this for posterity. 16 days and 32 minutes. I am pretty proud of, I'd say. There's a lot of wasted time in there because of the filming I've been doing for the Time Traveler series. It's really nothing, unfortunately. Let me pull this up real quick. Someone posted this on Reddit. Quest cape in 6 days and 14 hours. So literally like 1/3 of the time of me. Unfortunately, it's nothing impressive, but I'm still proud of it. And we got a lot of other stuff along the way that's not strictly required for the quest cape, such as Void. There are definitely a couple times where I could have trained a lot more efficiently though. Also did the vast majority of my own money making. I could have saved a lot of playtime if I had just funded the account. I almost forgot about the torso. That was one of the first grinds we did as a group on the account. Thank you all again for coming on out. Appreciate you coming and celebrating with me here. I am so happy. And here we are. I can think of no more fitting place to end the series than perched here upon the top of Lumbridge Castle, where everything started. Of course, with the main focus of this series done, this is where we'll end things off. You can see I've got pretty much every single item that I thought was of note that we gained during the process of this series. A lot of really powerful untradables, as well as a few tradables that I was able to save up some money for as we worked on the quest cape. And of course, the massive Wizard's Mind Bomb collection that we were able to collect via community donations, which is just absolutely incredible. This still makes me so happy every time I see it. And if you ever want to contribute to the Wizard Mind Bomb stack in the future, I will still be collecting them, so just give me a message in game and we'll see the stack grow even bigger for future series. And yeah, this won't be the end of this account by any means. I have a couple of ideas for future series that I want to go for, continuing with the Macroefficient theme, and future goals that I feel like will aid in the progression of this account as we keep making it a fully featured and powerful main account. That said, however, those series won't be for a little while, as I will be taking a short break from this account to work on a couple other small projects that I had in mind, and also of course continue working on Time Traveler Iron Man. Time Traveler Iron Man will remain my primary focus for this channel for sure, but I look forward to the future journeys that we have on this account as well. Series seriously, thank you so much for watching this series. I hope you had as much fun as I did making it, because this has seriously been a blast. And of course, an extra huge thank you to all of the supporters who have made this series possible by joining the channel, with a double extra huge thank you to our top tier supporters Peepo Time, OneKiller912, and Tuan Pendrag. And for the very last time as part of the Macroefficient main series, I will tell you to take care, and I will see you in a future series. Goodbye, everyone.